Boom! He's back in the lion den. This morning, motivation morning. Yeah. Rise and shine. Defeat the demons. Always up. Ready to defeat the demons. Yeah, so guys, I'm here again this morning. My subject this morning is defeating our demons. Because, yeah, this is what stopped most of us from rising and shining and realizing our dreams and all kinds of stuff is the demons inside. So it's very, very important to defeat those demons. And even me, that's the exercise I'm doing here live with you guys. It's defeating my demons by coming here. And it's a great one, you know, it's a great exercise to do for me, and I have to do it because this is how I know I will defeat a lot of them, a lot of demons that we have inside, you know. Yeah, a person who doubts himself is like a man who would enlist in the ranks of his enemies and bear arms against himself. Trust yourself. You know, even the word believe in yourself, forget about believing in yourself, trust yourself. You don't need to believe in yourself. You are alive. This is what I realized. I said, why do I need to believe in myself? I'm alive. So I just get to pinch myself and realize I'm alive, and then I rise and shine. But it's to, you know, the demons inside are very, very potent. But as we gain greater presence and purpose in life, it's very important. As we gain greater presence and purpose in life, we become more attuned to our vitality and strength. Very important. The more you open your heart, that's what it is. The more you get attuned with to our vitality and strength, the more you open your heart, we also become more aware of the profound ways in which we limit ourselves. Because it's us limiting ourselves. I realized in my journey that I was limiting you are your own worst enemy. Forget about battling others, battling people on the way to on your journey. You are your own worst enemy. I have to fight that voice inside that you know, I don't care how much money you have, how much what's your rank in society, what's your goal, who you are, or what's the no, we all have demons inside, and we should all conquer those demons. And the demons are, you know, all to me, the demons is everything that is very negative in Babylon. Also, you will be tempted also in Babylon. You will be tempted a lot. There's a lot of temptation. And those demons inside are always tempted towards those temptations, whether it's food, bad food, junk food, or you know, when it's kill them one after the other and slay the dragon inside, you know, slay the dragon. That's what it is. We come to realize that our thoughts, more than our circumstances, sabotage our freedom and success. Yeah. That's why I've came to realize that it wasn't my circumstances that was limiting me to start taking action to live my dream. It was my thoughts. It was my thoughts, because the moment you change the way you think, you change everything. You change your whole reality. Your whole everything starts to become more vibrant around you, for sure. This is what I feel. And because I changed my thoughts, I changed not only the way I see the shape of the earth. It's not just that. It's my everyday thoughts. You know, it's the little words we say to ourselves that's going to make us have really great days. You know, I told you the other day, when someone asks you how are you, don't say just I'm fine. Say I'm better than good, better than most, or stuff like that. I'm fantastic, I'm great. You know, just the little words you're going to use are going to shape your whole reality, the way you're going to feel that day, because it's all about, it's day by day, you know, it's all in the now. So you cannot think about the next, and that's the beauty of it. The beauty of our whole being is that when we go to sleep at night, we clear all the bad thoughts, and we start again the next day with fresh mind and fresh spirit and ready to attack. So, you know, just go day by day, and it's the little words you say to yourself and to others that's going to make you have really great days. So check your thoughts. check your thoughts. For sure, make sure they're positive. We are the ones who allow our insecurities and fears to grow into the tidal waves of worry that wash our dreams away. That wash our dreams away. There's so many things that's going to come to wash your dreams away. Oh, who's in the chat? Hold on. Hey, Daddy. Hi, Abby. Hi, Ivar. Greatness, greatness. Abby's on the rise. Abby is on the rise. Rise and shine. That's what we want to do. You know, every day is a constant struggle anyway to just defeat those demons and rise and shine. So it's very important to, yeah. So we are the ones who allow our insecurities and fears to grow into the tidal waves of worry that wash our dreams away. We are the one who constantly delay our progress, quitting just as the hour demands courageous action. We are the ones separating ourselves from others so that we needed risk real connection, or so that we can feel better than them. You know, how often is that we cut ourselves from the rest of the people just for, you know, we should so connect with each other. Sometimes we think we're connected, but we're not really connected because of demons inside that come and inflate the ego often. It's the ego often that prevents us to reach out to others. And anyway, I always think that the goal of our existence is to open our heart and reach out to the world. And it's such a beautiful world. We're such a beautiful people also. This is the thing here. We're such a wonderful people. We should so unite and not necessarily unite, but yeah, unite in thoughts and in consciousness. We don't need to be all together in one spot. That's not what this world is intended for anyway. I don't think so. I think it's great to have diversity, and that's what we have here. We have diversity in nature, diversity in human. Yeah. So none of us wants to look in the mirror and realize that the person looking back is the cause of such frustration. It's personally, it's the look I took in the mirror where, yeah. And every day that I look in the mirror, now I'm proud of what I see, of what I've become, of what I do, of what I'm trying to do, because I think I will always keep trying, but at least I'm trying to do something. You know, I'm trying to do something with my life. I don't know if it's gonna work, but that's not the goal. It's not and that's often the thing we think, and we're gonna have instant gratification as soon as we start something or we go into a journey. You know, it's gonna be harsh, and it's gonna be it's a raggy road. It's a raggy road, so be prepared to slay the demon and the dragon inside and all the stuff that prevent you, because often we are standing in our own way. We are standing in our own way. Most of the time it's us that just stop everything from growing inside. We are negative by nature. I say it often. We have to look. Do you think it's normal in a world? But yeah, it's normal in this world, but it's not something that that is natural. Even me coming here on YouTube is like unnatural. So I have to adapt to this. You know, I have to adapt to this because it's very unnatural. It's not. But this is the world we have now. It's filled with technologies, with stuff, and so. But it's very unnatural, and it's very. I don't think it is what we're not intended to suffer. This place wasn't intended for us to suffer. And there's so many people suffering, vampires, and soon bite me. Media make demons cool for acceptance and a brain existence. Yeah, exactly. The media are a big part in making it acceptable in our society that the demoniac stuff is even the demons. for sure we have demons inside because they come from the external world also. It's full of evil stuff in the world. So for sure, that's what I said. We are conditioned to be negative by nature because of this society that is very, very negative, very evil. Lots of evil stuff. If you start digging, if you put your head in the sand and you don't look at nothing and you don't look at stuff for what it is, you will think, oh yeah, go to church, it's great. Yeah, no, you're going to do a satanic ritual there. That's what you do. But anyway, me, I seen it and I stopped attaching vibration to it. And this is the whole thing, is the moment you stop attaching your vibration to a thing that you were before, you don't give no more energy to that thing, you know? So it's the energy, it's the vibration. That's what they feed on. They feed on our fears. That's what they feed on the fears, on the doubt, and that's what they generate in the world. And people pick it up and then they crush, and that's it. I know how it feels. Greatness, greatness. That's what I said to Ivar before. Greatness belongs to those who have mastered their internal world. And this is a big one. This is a big one. Mastering the internal world is such a constant, it's going to be a battle, an everyday battle to just, I ordered a headset with a microphone too for our next talk. So it's going to be, the sound should be better in the future. I'm working on it. So what I was saying, I got sight. Yeah, greatness belongs to those who have mastered their internal world. This is what I explained in the previous video, that for a certain amount of time I was on more on an external quest, you know, to external, and trying to prove to myself that I confirm the stuff they were telling me or something like that. I don't know. I was on some kind of an external quest. But yeah, but I realized that the work has to be internal, and this is what I have to master, is really the internal part, because this is where the demons are. The demons are inside, and to slay those demons and to really you know, it's to stop delaying our action. Also, delaying our action is what nourish the demons inside a lot. The more you delay, you put to your action, the more you feed on the demons. Very important. We are plagued by doubt, but the great nevertheless find faith and begin. Everybody has doubt. Everybody has doubt. It's a world. Everybody has fear and doubt. It's a world filled with fear and doubt. So for sure you have fear and doubt. I don't care who you are, you have fear and doubt. And this is the big work we have to do, is to emancipate ourselves from that mental slavery of fear and doubt and all the madness of Babylon. This is what, me, I do it live here on YouTube. But this is what I do in my everyday life. You know, it's to pull away from the distractions, also all the demons distraction of society, because there is a lot. If you're being pulled by distractions and stuff like that, it could easily ruin a great part of your life. So pull away from the distractions and the demons of Babylon, for sure. Yeah, but and begin. But the great nevertheless find faith and begin. You know, we all have doubts. Are we gonna make, like, I had doubt at the beginning of starting this whole journey if I was going to make it or not. But at one point, it's to drown that voice inside and just take action and go at it. This is what I do every day. You don't think coming here this morning I don't have to battle a little voice inside. Every time I go to press that start broadcast button, there's always something inside that tells me, oh, are you doing the right thing? Are you sure what you're doing? Or what people are going to think of you? This is always there. I don't let it stop me. This is the difference between me and maybe others, is I don't immobilize where my fears are. I just go through it. But I have fears and doubt like everybody, but don't let it immobilize you. So many people let the fear take over their life and immobilize them. So This is my point here, is doing that exercise here is going to help me more and more, and to kill those demons inside. This is and to align myself really with my true self, my highest self, call it whatever you want, but the person I'm meant to be. I'm meant to be something here. I'm not just a random flake. I say it often, but we all want to avoid. Yeah, we all feel like delaying action, but the great march on, the great march on. And I'm gonna tell you a story. I have a story for that one. Delaying action, but the great march on. And I have this sign. You gotta have signs often in your journey to tell you should march on or stuff like that. When I had my knee accident, I had a doctor appointment for when they finalize your file and they do the last examination on you, and they tell you, okay, the expertise. It's called the expertise. The expertise on the knee to put the limitation and the damage, the percentage of corporal damage or something like that, body damage. I don't know how we call it. But anyway, I got there, and there I have been since I opened my heart and I start feeling more vitality and strength and feeling the vitality inside me. There's a lot of signs that come to me all the time, and you can call it synchronicity, you can call it, but me, I call it, I don't know. I don't like to label stuff. It's just divine. It's just divine. It's a power. It's a power. Everybody can access that power. I'm not the only one. A lot of people have access it. Look behind me. Have access that power. Every great that have succeeded, they are in touch with that kind of power. I cannot explain what it is, but it's freaking there. Rise and shine, and you're gonna get it. You're gonna get in touch with it. That's all I can say. It's this world will always be on your side if you're on the good side. If you go, and that's something I feel 100% is at the moment you start aligning yourself with who you are, and you remove the mask, and this world will come, and you embrace life. Life will embrace you for sure. So yeah, so we all want to. But the march on, I was going to tell you my story. That's it. You see, I was going to go on something else again. I'm like that. Sometimes I jump from subject to subject because I have too much in my head. So much things to say. So much. That's why I'm here every morning live. I have too much to say to the world. I've been kept silent too long. So yeah, the doctor, that's it. I get my expertise. And the date for the expertise was March 4th. March 4th, so to me, in my head, there was a clear sign that I had to March 4th with that accident, with that stuff that happened to me, that tragedy that happened to me, because it changed my whole life. I'm in pain all day long. The pain is driving me to come here. The pain is driving me. The pain, I embrace the pain. I embrace the pain. Even last night, you see, that's another demon we have, another huge demon we have when it comes to pain, okay? And last night I was on the kitchen counter with Kim, and I'm like, fuck, my knee is killing me. And I'm like, why do I say that? Why do I say it's killing me? It's not killing me. Look what I'm doing. So that's another demon I have to defeat, is the embrace, and really embrace the pain, but mentally also. And this is a big thing, because my pain is not killing me. My pain is making me rise. So I should not say that my knee is killing me. This is very, very bad to say. And if I keep saying that, it's going to happen. It's going to freaking kill me. So I have to stop that. I have to really reverse the process in my mind and embrace the pain to a level that it becomes also mental. Not only say, oh, I embrace the pain. No, stop attaching bad vibration to it, like when you talk or stuff. So yeah, that's one experience I had last night, and I said I have to kill that demon inside, that non-accepting pain or something like that. Yeah. Hi, Wisdom. All is up. Hey, what's up, everybody? Wisdom is there. Abby, Bar, greatness. Yeah, big up, Wisdom. Yeah, so we all feel like delaying action, but the great march on, and that's it. And from that day, I knew I had to march on from that appointment with the doctor, and they called me on March 4th. And that's not only that, is I've been listening to Les Brown a lot. I've been telling that story in other videos. Maybe you've already heard about it. Yeah, I've been following Les Brown a lot, and Les Brown had something that happened to him, and it was on March 4th also. So when that's how he. So right away when I had, and there's 4 viewers now. You see, I'm talking about March 4th. There's 4 viewers live. You see the anyway. Me, I see the me. I pick up. I pay attention. You know, when you pay attention, you're gonna pick up a lot of stuff, a lot of vibration, a lot of. You're gonna become. You're gonna feel the vitality a lot more too. We all want to avoid vulnerability or act superior over others from time to time. But the great consistently demonstrate openness, humility, and love. The great consistently. And that's one thing also that's very important, is to master consistency. This is one thing I think I do pretty good. I master consistency very well. When I say something, I'm doing it, and I go at it, and I don't stop until it's done. And that's a great way to defeat a lot of demons, is to master consistency, because the whole challenge is there. I think that's what I posted on the Facebook yesterday. The mastering the consistency is that's where the challenge is at. Yeah. Great, consistently demonstrate openness, humility, and love. Very, very important. If you want to make it world stage or something like that, you have to remain exceedingly polite. Exceedingly polite with people. You have to remain. You will not make it world class if you are not exceedingly polite. And that comes with openness, humility, and love. This is the thing you have to demonstrate. You cannot align yourself with any other vibration because you're not going to make it, for sure. It's love. It's about love. Everything, you know, love is the answer. Love is the answer. So return everything to love. That's why I prefer love over being right, or over being wrong or right. Or, no, I choose love. That's why I welcome everybody here. Even our buddy Pierre is not there this morning, but maybe he is. He's not in the chat. I don't see him, but I'm very, very happy to see that we can, you know, I see that there is a possibility that we can come together for sure. If we put away our false pride and return to love and stop wanting to be right and everything. It's not about being right. It's the same thing as with your couple. You know, the reason why probably I'm still married and have my wife after 14 years is because I don't want to be right. I don't give a shit about being right anymore with her. What do I have to prove to her? I have to prove stuff to me. I have to defeat me first. So, you know, so I stopped about trying to be right and win conversation or win debates or proving that I'm better than another, or I don't care about that. I don't care. The person that I have to fight constantly is myself. So I will not start fighting others on the way. That's time. That's wasted time for me. That's wasted time because my time is valuable. My time is very, very valuable. I value my time a lot. And I use my time very efficiently, and I have a lot of time on my hand, imagine. So if you use it, if you have a lot of time on your hand and you use it properly, wisely, imagine what you can do. Imagine how you can rise. So this is what I do constantly. I avoid the demon distractions. That's another thing that we must avoid, is all the distractions in Babylon. Very important to avoid those distractions. I'll get a better bench too eventually. I'm going to set up the studio a bit better. I'm going to get a proper microphone. We're going to get equipped. to make those talk every morning. Yeah, yeah. You gotta be here every morning, I told you. No matter what the weather is, no matter what I have to do, how I feel, if I'm sick or not, I'll be here. That's for sure. That's what I said, and that's what I'll do. If I don't do that, I'll be lying to myself. So what's the point? So these few are not lucky. They are simply more intentional and more practiced at defeating their internal demons. This is very important. What I said before, we all want to avoid vulnerability or act superior over others from time to time, but the great consistency demonstrate openness, humility, and love. These few are not lucky. Luck, forget about luck. Luck is the good fortune you determine for yourself. That's all it is. These few are not lucky. They are simply more intentional and more practiced at defeating their internal demons. You see? More practical. What he said, more practice at defeating, more intentional and more practice at defeating their internal demons. This is what I do. I practice here defeating my internal demons. The more I'm gonna, that's why you see me posting so much videos. It's all about defeating my demons. It's very, very, hey, I don't care who you are. You have demons inside. I don't care what, I don't know anybody that really reached Christ consciousness here yet. So we're getting there. We're getting there. By practicing and be intentional, to be intentional. The intention is very, very important. Very important because with discipline and intent, harmless by themselves, harmless. You can have discipline if you don't have the intention, you'll do nothing. You can have the intention, don't have discipline, forget about it. So discipline and intent, mix them together, they are explosive. Explosive. You can do anything. If you have the discipline, the will to discipline yourself, and you're going to achieve anything you want. Put your mind to it. Hard work. For sure, it's hard work that present, and that's why most people don't do it. Most people don't try even to have goals or live their dreams because it demands work, and it demands also a lot of, I don't like to use the word sacrifice, but it demands a lot of yourself. It demands a lot. First, you might lose money, you might lose your time, you might lose friends, but you're gaining a lot. What you're gonna gain as the person you're gonna become is far more greater than everything you're gonna lose. You know, you're gonna have 1,000,000 smiles for one tear you drop in life. You're gonna have 1,000,000 smiles. So what's the point of being obsessed at the bad stuff that happened to us? And no, you're gonna have 1,000,000 smiles for one tear in your eyes that you're gonna have during your life. So smile, and don't forget to inform your face. Very important. Yeah. Practice, and they practice at defeating their internal demon. Practice. You have demon to kill. Practice. Slay them. That's how I do it here. Practice constantly on YouTube. This is a big exercise for me. I told you in the previous video. That is why they have so much vitality, motivation, and confidence. Enlightenment comes to those who free themselves from self-oppression. From self-oppression. Again, this is the book of Brendan Burchard, Motivation Manifesto. I suggest you get it. If you want a good book to read, me, it's my Bible. It's my Bible. Me, I don't have the same Bible as everybody. Me, this is my Bible, the Motivation Manifesto. I have so much stuff in there to... I've been working with that book for a while because I want to read it. And this is really, you know, if I can learn that book by heart, this is my goal. This is my goal. That will be one of that will help me defeat a lot of demons and reclaim my agenda, and reclaim my power, my sovereignty, my everything, my salvation, my anything. Yeah, so that is why they have so much vitality, motivation, and confidence. If you wonder why because I have a lot of vitality, I have a lot of confidence, that for sure. But this is because, yeah, enlightenment comes to those who free themselves from self-oppression. I decided at one point that I had to free myself from that self-oppression that is constantly over our heads. The pressure on our heads is very the pressure of the system is very much there. We can very feel it for sure. So if you liberate yourself from that, because that's a mental slave, but the self-oppression come also from the mental slavery that you're under. You think you victimize yourself a lot. You victimize yourself. That's what self-oppression is victimizing yourself. That's how we see it. So get out that victim state. Get out yeah, free yourself from your own self-oppression, because yeah, you can look at the world and say you're oppressed by the world and this and that, but at the end of the day, it's you yourself that's stopping you from taking any action. So very, very important to yeah, the self-oppression for sure. We're all victim of that. Even self-oppression can come in many different ways. Can take many different forms. Self-oppression could be the way you talk to yourself. You know, when you do something wrong, like I don't know, you drop something, or what do you say to yourself? Because often the reaction we have, like often I used to say, "Oh, kiss the cab. Oh, c'est con, man." So the stuff like that, like really negative stuff about myself when I was doing something wrong, or I was trying to accomplish a task and I wasn't able to really get it right on the spot. I was talking wrong, but that's very wrong, because the warrior inside hears everything. And if you talk bad to yourself all the time, that's a big, big demon, and you have to conquer and you have to defeat, for sure. Self-oppression. Yeah. Self-oppression, for sure. Let us choose to make that our aim, and once and for all root out that which holds us back in life. So many things holding us back. We deserve to be free from all those stirring within us that compromise our magnificence. So many stuff, so many things that prevent our magnificence to shine in this world. And oh, even that, I come here this morning, I talk about magnificence, how magnificent I am, but I'm sure I have no clue how magnificent I am. I'm sure it's far more than what we ever begin to dream of. It's crazy. It's crazy because even talking like this here this morning, I know, like I look at myself on the screen and I know we're much more than what they tell us, and I'm still trying to search and to find that greatness. Like I have found a lot of greatness inside me, but it's a constant work on myself. It's not done. I'm not done here. I'm just starting. So I'm just starting to scratch the surface of my potential and to, yeah, reach out to the world. So and defeat those demons of the enemy within. Yeah, the enemy within. Yeah. Where does the enemy within started? Because at start, you know, when we start in this world, we don't have enemy inside. When I came as a baby, I didn't have no enemy inside. So it has to come from somewhere, you know, that I think it comes from, it grew from the seeds of fear fed to us by the tyrants of the world. Yeah. The cautioners who taught us to favor doubts over faith, the apathetic followers who showed us how to favor delay over action, the cruel who fooled us into choosing artificially and social withdrawal over authenticity and the desire to approach. In the end, they were one and the same, fear mongers all tyrants who sowed the seed of dread deep within us at an early age. The negative thoughts they planted in our heads fed the beast within, and now it grows in power whenever we hear ourselves think. This is profound. This is profound. Every time we hear ourselves think, is the negative stuff of Babylon. It's so, because just the language I'm using here is part of the program. It's so deep, so deep, so deep. The conditioning, the programming of our society is so deep. People have no idea how deep it is, how sinister, how evil it is, because they would be a revolution tomorrow morning. They have no idea, or there would be a revolution. The world would change overnight. It's evil. It's all. But you have to realize those things, you know. It's I have to go. Stupid text treatment. Yeah, good. Afterglow, everyone, have a beautiful journey. Enjoy yourself. Yeah, you too. Wisdom, big up. Yeah, Ibar, what you say about enlightenment is an illusion. However, a state of enlightening is possible. Yeah, enlightenment. Yeah, the mind. Yeah, enlightenment in the mind again. Yeah, I see what you say. No, you're right. And all these, but you know, I use the word enlightenment because this is what we have in the vocabulary. I know that everything I talk, everything I speak with that vocabulary is probably it's coming back to the root of evil. So I know that yeah, enlightenment. Should we really need enlightenment? We should be enlightened at start. It's just we are enlightened at start. At start, we are enlightened being. We don't need to enlighten, but we are so corrupt. I think that's what you mean, Ivar. I'm not sure, but we are so corrupt in a negative way within this world that yeah, we forgot that divinity. We forgot who we are. We forgot who we are. We let ourselves, but we cause a lot of self-oppression, for sure. But that comes from somewhere. That's it. Comes from a society that's very, very oppressive, and after that, we take that on ourselves, and bingo, carrots are cooked. Yeah. So that's very, very important to defiance. Defiance is how he names the. Where did defiance come from, and how did it gain its power? Yeah, by the people that fed us fears, and defiance can roar all it wants, but we can choose to ignore it as we might pesky yapping dog. That's it. That's it. I don't think the lion turn around with when the lion bark, when the dog bark. When the little dog bark, the lion doesn't turn around. So we shouldn't cave to those demons inside, and no, just cast away the fears, cast away the fears and the doubt, and transform doubt with faith. You know, transform doubt with faith. Defiance is a fierce foe. In order to confront it, let us get to know this foe serpent by understanding the defining character of each of his nasty heads. Yeah, it's like a big, big serpent inside you. It will eat you inside if you take transform delay with action. This is the best thing. Turn your words into action. It's the best way to defeat your demon inside is to turn your words into action and rise and shine and never stop, because this is the goal here. This is the goal. Knowing that we haven't spoken up when we should have, worked when we should have, fought when we should have, love when we should have, live when we should have. This is the misery of mankind's inaction, of delay, celebrating a win over the soul, over our soul. Yeah, I'm going to repeat it, this one. Knowing that we haven't spoken up when we should have, worked when we should have, fought when we should have, loved when we should have, lived when we should have. This is the misery of mankind's inaction. Of delay celebrating a win over our soul. So rise and shine, go into action. That was Yannick again, Motivation Morning. I'll check the chat, hold on. True enlightenment, if then reality chasing the carrot, keeping one out of the now. True empowerment is knowing one true. That's it. That's it. The true empowerment will come by knowing you. And this is the work you have to do. That's it. Enlightenment. We shouldn't be enlightened. I shouldn't have to come on YouTube. I shouldn't. You know, all these things should be natural in us. But we live in a society that's very, very much filled with fear and doubt. So cast away the fears, the doubts, rise and shine, defeat your demons inside. Like I said, it's a great book by. It's not that I want to sell his book. I don't give a shit, but that's my Bible, and that's why I share it with you, where I take my source of Brendan Burchard. Very, very good, Brendan. That's my Bible. I read that book at least 5-6 times so far, and every time I go on YouTube, I use it often, even outside when I make my videos. And I will use it again. We will talk about it again, because this is the whole thing here. It's not just something that will vanish from your life, the demons, from one day to another. It's a constant work. It's a very negative society. It's a constant work to keep yourself uplifted, to keep yourself positive, to stay positive, remain positive, rise and shine, positive vibration all the time. And ease out. Thanks everybody for tuning in, the one who are here live. Abby, Wisdom, Ibar, everybody. Greatness, great nest. That's it. And rise and shine. And I'll see you tomorrow morning. I'll be here. See ya.